I love that song. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and welcome to Inglês e Barbados. As you know, my name is Russell. I am one of the coordinators for Inglês e Barbados e hoje temos programa muito especial para todos vocês. Sim? Bom, na aula de hoje, teremos outra participação muito especial. Dessa vez, a pessoa vem do Barbados Community College, outro grande e importante parceiro do nosso programa e um centro de excelência em Barbados. Mas, antes daquilo, veremos algo sobre a vida esportiva lá em Barbados. E tem um pequeno desafio para as pessoas que estão assistindo em casa. Vamos ver se já sabe alguma coisa de Barbados. Qual é o esporte que se joga nesse estádio que vocês estão vendo na tela? Vão ter um tempinho para buscar e colocar a resposta nos comentários, ok? Bom, pessoal, na semana passada vimos tudo muito blue, muito azul, né? Dentro do mar, ao redor de Barbados, existe uma enorme variedade de esportes e atividades que alguém pode praticar. O mergulho, por exemplo, é uma atividade de grande destaque no Caribe e Barbados fica entre os destinos mais procurados para fazê-lo. Outra coisa é o surf. Na costa leste da ilha, especificamente na paróquia de St. Joseph, há um dos lugares mais visitados na região para a prática do surf. Bashiba, olha esse nome. Bashiba. Sempre gostei assim de falar esse nome quando eu era criança. Bashiba. Bashiba é o nome dessa área e é a sede de várias competições anuais no mundo daquele esporte. E não é só na água que Barbados se destaca. A ilha também possui uma forte tradição de esporte automobilístico, com o Rally Barbados sendo uma grande atração não somente para as pessoas da ilha, como também gente da região e além. Esses eventos acontecem não somente nas pistas exclusivas, como a do complexo Bushy Park, que se vê na foto, como também nas ruas comuns de algumas partes rurais da ilha. E as corridas de cavalo são outro esporte de longa data em Barbados. Todos os anos, o Garrison Savannah, que faz parte do único sítio de patrimônio da humanidade em Barbados, fica cheio de espectadores que vêm de tudo e qualquer zona do país para poder assistir às corridas. E, por fim, tem que contar sobre road tennis, o tênis de rua. Um esporte inventado e perfeccionado em Barbados. Tem suas origens na década dos 30. E, bom, onde falta acesso e oportunidade, haja inovação. Road tennis nasceu da vontade da população pobre querer jogar tênis, mas não ter o poder aquisitivo para poder comprar o equipamento necessário. Então, pintaram uma quadra na rua e fizeram as raquetes e a rede de madeira. Hoje em dia, esse esporte se encontra por todo o país e também se joga em algumas outras ilhas da região. Quem sabe, talvez o Brasil seja o próximo país a receber esse esporte. Bom, as tradições esportivas são outra coisa em comum que existe entre Barbados e o Brasil. E é nesse espírito de confraternização que eu chamo agora os nossos alunos convidados. Então, damos as boas-vindas de volta para Isaac, Aline e Belzira Shockness Simoa.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. How are you guys?
I'm fine.
Excellent. Yeah, doing great today. I have a question for you. What's your favorite sport? What's your favorite sport, Isaac?
My sport, tênis.
Tennis is your favorite sport.
Yeah,
Nice.
tennis.
Nice. So then you have to try.
I do antes basketball. I like
Okay.
to.
Okay. So before you did basketball, but now tennis
Okay.
is your favorite sport. Okay.
Okay.
So you have to try. You have to try road tennis. Essa variação de Barbados você tem que experimentar um dia.
Pode ser. Vou tentar entender a regra, como que faz. É interessante.
Sim, pois é. Belzita, what about you? What is your favorite sport?
My favorite sport, volleyball and swim.
Volleyball and swimming. Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you for that. E eu estou vendo, sim, pessoas, algumas pessoas que estão falando nos comentários conseguiram. É o cricket. Cricket é o nome do esporte que se joga naquele estádio. A gente vai ver mais sobre o cricket mais na frente. Mas antes, vamos ver uma pequena revisão, né? Uma revisãozinha da coisa que a gente viu na semana passada. Bom, falando do road tennis, não foi este ano, não foi nem sei, no ano passado, mas a última vez que eu estive em Barbados, I played road tennis. All right? So I played road tennis. No passado, que a gente falou que isso seria a regra dos verbos regulares no passado, onde no passado todos esses verbos terminam em ed. Então vamos repetir essa frase. I played road tennis. Isaac, repeat for me.
I played road tennis.
Perfect. Belzita.
I played road tennis.
Exactly. I played road tennis. Perfect. Love it. E isso é no afirmativo. Se a gente for falar no negativo, é bem fácil. I did not play road tennis. Repeat, Isaac.
I did not play road tennis.
Perfect. Exactly. Outra coisa que a gente falou é que com todos os pronomes é a mesma coisa. So, Belzita, what about this one? We.
We did not play road tennis.
Perfect. Isaac, she.
She did not play road tennis.
Excellent. Belzita, they.
They did not play road tennis.
Perfect. Exactly. They did not play road tennis. Isso seria no negativo. E para formular alguma pergunta, né, na forma interrogativa, é só trocar a posição do verbo auxiliar, o did, com o sujeito. E aí, a gente tem um did I, did you, did he, tudo igual. Então, Belzita, let's go with they again.
Did they play road tennis?
Exactly. Did they play road tennis? Isaac, you.
Did you play road tennis?
Perfect. All right. Belzita, he.
Did he play road tennis?
Exactly. Did he play road tennis? Did he? I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. But é isso. Well, so, did I, did you? E a gente vê que com todos os pronomes é a mesma coisa. All right. Outra coisa que a gente viu é que a gente viu as regras do verbos regulares, mas vimos também que existem muitos verbos irregulares, que no passado, muitas vezes, é só uma mudança de vogal, sim? Por exemplo, run, ran, eat, ate. Isaac, can you help me out with the rest?
I don't understand. Repeat, please.
Você pode repetir? Você pode falar esses verbos aqui?
Okay. The first, the run,
Drink.
run, eat, ate, drink, drank, swim, swam, give, gave.
Perfect. Exactly. Então, esses exemplos são verbos onde muda só a vogal. Mas também há exemplos onde o câmbio, essa mudança é um pouco mais radical. Como esses verbos aqui, por exemplo. Belzita, can you help me out with these verbs?
Buy, bought, sell, sold, go, went, have, had, do, did.
Perfect, exactly. Hoje vamos ver outros exemplos de verbos irregulares, ok? Outra coisa que a gente viu na semana passada, algumas preposições, que a gente falou que a preposição in, quando a gente quer falar de estar em algum país, continente, cidade, província, estado, paróquia, sim? Em Barbados, em Brasil, em St. Lucia, em Rondônia, ou um mês do ano, né? In March, in September, quando a gente está falando do mês inteiro. So, for example, my birthday is in May. Yeah. Can you give me any examples of this within Belzita and Isaac? In where? Or in what?
And where?
In
Go on you. Speak you. Speak, Belzita.
in London.
In London, yeah, exactly. Isaac?
In New York City.
In New York. In London, in New York, exactly. In São Paulo, in Buenos Aires, in Johannesburg, in the world.
Every country.
In every country. Outra preposição que a gente viu era on, que a gente falou que seria para os dias da semana, so on Monday, on Saturday, e para as datas. Então, o mês a gente usa in, mas quando vamos especificando as coisas, a gente vai falar a data, aí é on. Sim? So, de novo, com birthday, por exemplo, my birthday is on May 6th. Yeah? Excellent. E, por último, a preposição at. Quando a gente está em algum lugar, por exemplo, the beach, at the university, at the hospital, at the cinema, at home. Belzita, Isaac, can you think of other examples?
At the Maracanã.
At the Maracanã, exactly. Yes.
At the restaurant.
At the restaurant. Perfect. Exactly. Alrighty, guys. So, isso é a revisão do dia de hoje, sim? Como eu falei no começo, a gente tem a participação de outra pessoa muito especial, que é um professor do Barbados Community College. Ele vem especificamente do Barbados Language Center, que é um centro de idiomas em Barbados, onde uma pessoa pode aprender, um barbadiano, qualquer pessoa pode aprender e praticar vários idiomas, como o espanhol, português, o francês, italiano, mandarim. E é um grande centro do ensino do inglês como língua estrangeira. Sim? Então, eu tenho a honra de trazer a nossa aula live o professor Nicholas Hoyt.
Morning, everybody.
Hello, Nick.
Hi.
Hey.
E também, de volta, a nossa querida, a nossa linda, a nossa maravilhosa Maya St. Kitts.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Russ.
Good morning.
What an introduction.
Maya.
Hi.
Okay. So I leave you all in their capable hands.
Wonderful. Great to see you again, and welcome, everyone. This week, we are going to be looking at irregular verbs in the past simple. Again, got some new ones. We're also going to be looking at sport rules using can and must. And to finish up, we are going to be looking at there is, there are. Right. Let's get into it. So, to begin, our first one, we have hit. Hit. Like to hit something, hit the ball, for example. It is the same in the present and in the past. Present and past, the same. That is why it is irregular. Okay, so for example, we have a cricketer here. Shea Hope hit the ball. This is in the past tense. She Hope hit the ball. Okay. Good. Can I have Isaac? Can you please say the sentence using he? Use he.
Use he to repeat the sentence.
Yes, repeat the sentence with a different subject. I want you to use he.
She hoping hit the ball.
So She Hope is his name. That's his name. So instead of his name, use the subject he. For example, he hit the ball.
Okay. He hit the ball.
Good.
She hit the ball. Yes?
Great.
Okay.
She hit the ball. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Belzira, can you say the sentence with they?
They hope hit the ball.
They hit the ball. She Hope, that's his name. That's his first and last name. He's a cricketer for the West Indies team. Okay.
They hit the ball.
Perfect. Wonderful. They hit the ball. Awesome. Okay. Then we have throw. To throw something. Throw. We have that TH again, the throw. And in the past tense, we have through. Throw and through. Can you repeat that, please, Isaac? Throw, through.
Throw, through.
Throw, through.
Throw, through.
Very good. And Belzira?
Throw, through.
Very good. Throw and through. We have so many TH words in English. I know. I got to practice. All right. So the sentence here, we have Sir Garfield Sobers, famous cricketer. He threw the ball. Threw the ball. Can you repeat the sentence, Isaac? Repeat the sentence.
Sir Garfield Sobers threw the ball.
Threw the ball. Very good. And Belzira as well?
Sir Garfield Sobers threw the ball.
Okay, wonderful. Now we are going to replace Sir Garfield Sobers with she, Isaac. She.
She threw the ball.
Wonderful. Perfect. Belzira with they. Belzira?
Hello?
Yeah, they, repeat with they.
They Sobers threw the ball.
They threw the ball. We are replacing the whole name.
Okay, I understand. They threw the ball.
Perfect. Wonderful. Thank you. They threw the ball. And here we have, look at all these cars here at Bushy Park. Drive, but in the past tense, drove. Drive, drove. Isaac, can you repeat, please? Drive,
Drive, drove.
Perfect. Drive, drove. And Belzira?
Drive, drove.
Excellent, excellent. So our sentence, I believe, they drove at Bushy Park. And we have our preposition, you see, at Bushy Park. They drove at Bushy Park. Okay, so Isaac, please replace the sentence, the subject, sorry, with I. I
drove at Bush Park.
I drove.
I drove at Bush Park.
Bushy Park. Very good. At Bushy Park. And Belzira, replace they with you. Use you.
You drove at Bushy Park.
Very good. Very good. Excellent. Good. Do you like to drive quickly? Do you like to drive fast, Isaac?
I like to drive. No,
and
Bush
fast?
Park, but I drive and no, fast no.
Yes, we like to stay safe on the road. Belzira, do you like to drive fast?
No, fast no.
No?
No, afraid fast.
Okay, so you can
I
just
love-
watch. You watch the fast cars at Bushy Park, and that's it.
I like to see.
No.
I like to see driving that part.
Yes.
I'm not Ayrton Senna.
Good. All right, so we're going to just pronounce those words one more time, and you can see the translation in Portuguese. So please, Isaac, the first two, please. Can you read the first two verbs?
Okay.
Throw and hit. Mhm. Throw, and in the
Train.
past tense,
Train.
through. Throw
Throw,
and through. Good. Hit and
Height. Hit. Height.
same.
Hit. Hit.
Yeah, exactly. Hit.
Hit.
All right.
Hit.
Perfect. Good. Awesome. And Dalzita, the next two, please. So catch and drive. Catch.
Catch, caught.
Good. Very good. Very good. Awesome. Catch and caught. That is a weird spelling, but you got it. That's wonderful. Catch, caught. So that you're catching the ball. It's the opposite of throwing. Okay. Throw, catch. Good. Drive. Dalzita, drive and drove.
Drive, drove.
Very good.
Lost.
And one more we haven't seen yet. Lose. When you lose something, lose, lost.
Lost.
Lose,
Lose,
and
lost.
lost. Wonderful. Excellent. Great. That was awesome, guys. Awesome. Great way to start. Okay. Oh, Russell, we can't hear you.
Now you can.
Wonderful. Awesome.
All right, thank you, Maya. Yeah, so lose, lost. Uma coisa que eu vejo nos comentários que a Kátia falou, I lost English class last month. Eu sei que em português se utiliza o verbo perder nesse sentido, de perder uma aula. Mas no inglês a gente utiliza o verbo to miss nesse sentido. Aí seria I missed English class last month. Quando a gente fala perder, to lose, por exemplo, perder, eu perdi a chave, perdi meu celular, sim, perdi uma caneta, I lost my cell phone, I lost a pen, sim? Aí tem essa diferença. So, okay. So, today is a day about sports. Aí eu tenho uma pergunta. Qual é o esporte nacional de Barbados? Qual é o esporte nacional de Barbados?
Cricket.
Cricket. Exactly.
Cricket.
Cricket is the national sport of Barbados. Sim, exato. É uma herança dos dias coloniais de Barbados e é um esporte que hoje em dia jogamos melhor que os próprios ingleses. E no centro de tudo, a Kensington Oval, a meca do cricket no Caribe. Barbados é um país que é reconhecido como um produtor de grandes jogadores, entre os quais se destaca um homem chamado Garfield St. Auburn Sobers. Ele é reconhecido por muitos como o primeiro jogador lendário do esporte. Tanto que ele também é reconhecido oficialmente em Barbados e é um dos nossos 10 heróis nacionais, sendo o único herói que ainda está vivo. Bom, nos últimos anos, tem dado lugar a novas conquistas, pois um esporte que antes era somente jogado por homens é, nos dias de hoje, também o palco das mulheres. E não somente as mulheres caribenhas, como também as brasileiras, que têm conseguido vários prêmios ultimamente, inclusive um campeonato sul-americano em 2019. Bom, sei que a maioria de vocês não deve saber muito sobre o esporte de cricket, mas queremos que saibam de um filme que conta a história desse esporte e a tradição do Caribe. E também os desafios que os jogadores superaram ao longo dos anos para concretizar o sonho, né? De serem reconhecidos e apreciados como profissionais do campo. Aí a gente já vai ver esse filme, o trailer.
Out there, it was a war.
You have just seen something totally brutal.
I intend to make them grovel.
That was a nasty series. I can remember Clyde said, never again. If we can find some fast bowlers, let us see how well they handle it.
Oh, he's hit him. That may have broken his jaw.
It wasn't going to take ordinary individuals to accomplish that.
It's like a bullet. If there's something in front of it, you could be dead. We were called the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
If we can't take the heat, get out.
Our cricket spoke for us. Things were said and the color of your skin came into it.
And no other team in any discipline anywhere in the world dominated their sport for 15 years.
It was like slaves whipping the asses of masters.
It is history that you'll never forget.
Pois é, isso é um ótimo filme, Fire in Babylon. E se tem a oportunidade de assisti-lo, sim, que deveriam, porque é realmente muito, muito bom esse filme. Bom, agora vamos ter a participação do nosso professor convidado, o Nicholas Hoyt, que vai nos ensinar algumas coisas sobre cricket.
Thank you, Russell. Okay, hi again, everybody. So, I heard Isaac talk about tennis. Tennis is your favorite sport?
Yes.
Belzira.
I like.
Okay. And Belzira's favorite sport was volleyball. Belzira.
Belzira falou com você se o seu jogo é voleibol. Sem som, Belzira, sem som.
Okay, I think she's gone.
Your mic, Belzira.
Yeah, maybe in mic or maybe the connection.
Oh,
There.
listening.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. I love volleyball and swimming.
And swimming, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And Brazilians love also football, right?
Yes, football.
Yes.
Football is very important in Brazil.
I'm a flamenguista.
Flamengo.
Yes, Flamengo.
Very, very good team. So in Barbados, football is also important, but cricket is even more important. Cricket is the national sport. It's considered like a religion, kind of like how football is considered a religion in Brazil. Cricket can be seen as a religious sort of practice in Barbados. People are very passionate, very emotional, very serious about cricket. It's a very serious sport. It is very similar to baseball. Maybe you've seen baseball before. Maybe you're familiar with baseball. For example, here we have an umpire. All right. This man over here, he is the man that is responsible for making decisions, and he enforces the rules. So he's like a judge. It's very important. And in baseball, you also have an umpire. All right. Over here, on the other side, we have a bowler. Can you say bowler?
Bowler?
Bowler.
Yeah, there we go. And this is what we call bowling. This is the action to bowl. Right? Can you do that? Isaac, can you do that? And Balzira? So your arm has to be like this, very straight. You can't bend it. It has to be straight like that. Right? That's bowling, exactly. Bowling. Right? So the bowler, he bowls the ball. All right, and we're gonna see another example of that in a moment. So we have the bowler and we have the umpire. Next, we have the other very important person in the game. It's called the batsman. Sometimes it can be a batswoman because we have women playing. Can you say batsman?
Batsman?
Batsman. Very good. Batsman. Very good.
Batman.
A batsman.
Batman.
There we go. And the action is called batting. So the bowler, he bowls. The batsman, he bats. Can you do this? It's very different in cricket. Right? In baseball, you do this, but in cricket, it's more like this.
Okay.
It takes a lot of practice, a lot of technique. Right? So that's the batsman, very important. And over here we have the wicket.
Wicket.
The wicket.
Wicket.
You have cricket and you have wicket. Wicket. So you have the sport is called cricket, but then you have the thing called the wicket, and that's a very important part of the game as well. And we're going to see why that's important in a moment.
Okay. Wicket.
There we go. Okay, so today in terms of grammar, we're looking at can.
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 Can. It's a verb. It's a modal verb. I'm going to explain what I mean by that in a moment. But can has three uses. The first one is permission.
Permission.
For example, I can go to the beach today. I can go to the beach, right?
Okay.
I have the possibility of going to the beach. You can ask questions. You can ask me questions in class, right? You can talk in class. You have permission, right? You are allowed to do that. You are granted permission. Ability. For example, I can speak English. You can also speak English. So you have the ability to speak English. You can speak English. You can speak a language. All right.
Right.
And then we have the possibility. So it is possible. It is possible for me to go to the beach. It is possible for me to go to the supermarket. Right. I have that possibility. Another example could be drive. For example, permission. I can drive because I have. Can you see that?
Okay.
Driving license.
Ability.
Driver's license. Right. You can see my face on there.
Driving license.
So I have permission to drive. So I can drive because I have permission. I also have the ability to drive because I understand how to drive a car. I have a car. I have my own car. So I have the ability to drive it. I practice driving. I had lessons from a teacher, a very good teacher. So I know how to drive a car. I have ability. And I also have the possibility to drive a car, right? Because I can go from, I live in Christchurch. I can drive to St. Philip. I can drive to St. Joseph. I can drive to St. Michael, right? So it's possible for me to do it. So I can, all right? Isaac, can you give me an example of can? Can you give me an example?
For example,
Yeah.
I can't to sleep. I can't to sleep.
I can sleep. I can sleep. I can sleep. All right. And Belzira, can you give an example?
I can to supermarket.
But you need a verb. You need a verb. Because what we have here is I. All right.
I can.
And then we have the verb can or cannot, which is the negative. And then the verb. So I can drive.
I can drive to supermarket.
I can drive to the supermarket. There we go. Right. Isaac can sleep.
I can't sleep.
All right. So its subject is the first thing, and then the verb can or cannot, and then the verb. Another good thing about can, is that for other verbs in English, you have the S. So, for example, I have, you have, he or she has. I run, you run, he or she runs. I play, you play, he or she plays. But with can, there's no S. So I can, you can, Isaac can, he can, Belzira can, she can. There's no S. All right?
All right.
It always can. I can, you can, he can, we can, they can, and so on. Right? It's always can. All right? And then we have the interrogative form, the interrogative question, interrogative form. So we have can, and then we have the subject. So this time it goes the other way. So instead of I can, it is can I for a question. Can I? And then the verb. So for example, we talked about permission. If you want permission, you ask the question, can I? For example, can I ask a question? Means, is it okay for me to ask a question? Right? Can I use my phone in class? Right? Do I have permission? Is it okay? Right? So can, and then the subject, and then the verb. Isaac, this one is for you. In crickets, we saw the wicket, and we saw the batsman, we saw the ball. So in cricket, the batsman can or cannot hit the ball. Which one, Isaac?
The batsman, the batsman can hit to ball.
Can hit the ball.
Can hit the ball.
He can. He has permission. He has the ability. It's possible. It's no problem if he hits the ball. That's a normal thing in cricket to hit the ball. All right, good. Belzira, hit the wicket. Can or can he not?
The batsman cannot hit the wicket.
Excellent. Because what happens in cricket, if he hits the wicket, he is gone. He is finished. Bye-bye. He has to stop. Right? He is eliminated. He's out. And you don't want that as a batsman. You're in cricket, you want to continue batting for a long time. Right? So if you hit the wicket, that's the end. That's finished. Right? So you can't hit the wicket. The next one. So in Barbados, do you have permission? Is it possible to play cricket on the beach? Belzira again. Can you?
In Barbados, you can play cricket on the beach.
Can, and as you see there, we have what we call beach cricket. And Barbados is very popular. If you go to the beach, especially on weekends when nobody is working or going to school, you see people playing on the beach, and they call it beach cricket. But you have to be careful, because if you hit the ball in the water, in the sea, then there's no ball, no cricket. Then we have a problem. So you have to control the ball, and that's very important. Isaac, can you play cricket in the cinema?
Em Barbados, eu can play cricket in the cinema.
You can or you cannot?
Cannot. Cannot.
That would be very interesting. Cinema cricket. That would be a whole another concept. Yeah. All right. And now we have the second one. So good so far. So we have can. And now we have another one. This is must. This is another modal. And it's very similar to can because there's no S. So I must, you must, he or she must. No S. But it has more to do with something that is very important, something that you have to do. Obligation. For example, right now, because of COVID, you must wash your hands. It's very important that you wash your hands. You must wash your hands. You must wear a mask when you go, especially in public, when you go to the supermarket, when you go to a store, you must wear your mask. It's very important, right? So it's a little different from can. but the structure is the same. Must. Right. So again,
Must.
you have the subject, I or you or
You
Isaac must do
Must.
something. Must drive, must go. So there's no to. There's no to. Must drive, must go, must play. Right? And the negative is must not. Must not.
Must not.
Very good. So must not. Right? And now the question, right? The interrogative form. Must plus the subject plus the verb, just like can. So must I go? Must I drive? Must I do? Must he do as well? And you use it a lot. You use it a lot when it's something that you don't want to do. For example, must I go now at 7 o'clock? It's early. I want to sleep. But no, you have to go to school. You must go to school. Must I go to school? I don't want to go to school right now. So must is used in cases where you have to do something, but you don't always want to do it. All right. Here we have an example. So in cricket, remember that do you remember what this is called? What this action is called? What's the verb? What's the action?
The bowler must.
Bowl, yes. Bowl. Which is a little different from throw. It's very similar, but it's very different at the same time. When you throw a ball, you have to do this. You bend your elbow. But when you bowl, you don't move your elbow. You don't move this. This does not move. This is straight like that. Right? Exactly. Yeah. So when you bowl, you do this. So in cricket, it is not allowed you're not allowed to throw at the batsman. You can throw at the other players, but at the batsman, the person batting, you have to bowl, right? If you bend like this, if you move this, if you throw, the umpire, the man with the hat, is very responsible and very serious. He will talk to you and tell you no, not allowed, illegal. You cannot do that, right? So must. So Isaac, the bowler must or must not throw the ball.
The ball must throw the ball.
You sure?
No. The ball must not throw the ball.
He must not throw the ball. Not at the batsman. No, that would be illegal.
That, yeah.
And Belzira?
The bowler must bowl the ball.
Excellent. All the time, the bowler must bowl the ball. There are different ways of bowling the ball. You can bowl fast. You can bowl slow. But you're not supposed to throw. You must not throw it. You cannot do that. And the objective, the most important thing in cricket, the objective, the thing that you have to do or must do. The winning team in cricket, we have points or runs, right? Just like you run. So in cricket, to make points, to score points, you have to run. And so that's why we call them runs. So a team makes runs or points. Runs, points, the same thing. But in cricket, we say runs. In tennis, you call it points. In volleyball, I think it's the same thing. Points, right?
Points, yes.
Basketball is points. But in cricket, we call them runs.
Runs.
200 runs.
The difference entre o cricket e o voleibol is the points or
Right.
run.
Runs.
Okay.
So the objective in most sports, right, in volleyball or in tennis or whatever, is to make the most or more points than the other team, than the other player, the opponent, the opposition.
The football.
Right. In football, yeah. But in football, you call them goals.
Yes.
You score the most goals. But in cricket, it's runs.
Runs.
That's the most important thing. So, Belzira, the winning team must or must not?
The winning team must not lose best man.
Excellent. They must not lose batsmen, because if you lose batsmen, the game is over and the other team wins. The other team, they beat you, but you don't want that. You want to win. You want to beat the other team. Right? So Isaac, what must you do?
The winning team must score the most run or most runs.
Runs. Good. They must score the most runs. And that's it. We just played cricket. Congratulations.
Okay.
That was fun.
Want to practice?
Yeah, you just have to practice now. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Definitely want to practice it now. Thank you, Nick, for that information. Let's head over now to Miss Maya. Go ahead, Maya.
Hello.
Hi. Hello. I hope you enjoyed playing some cricket. That was good. All right. So now we're going to move on here onto our third objective of today, third and final, when we want to talk about what is here. Okay, so we have in Portuguese, tem a. We have two ways of saying it in English. There is or there are. Okay, say that with me. There is, there is,
There is.
there are. Good. So we use there is when we are talking about one thing, a singular noun, one thing. There is one thing. Okay. We use there are for two or more. So plural, many things. All right.
All right.
Good. For example, there is one goalkeeper on a football team. There is one goalkeeper, but there are 11 players on a team. 11 players. Take note when you see a noun, a noun that is plural. You have the S. Remember we did that? The S. You add S. That means there is more than one. You must use. How about that? You must use there are. There are for plurals. Okay?
Okay.
So, some football. This is huge for Brazil, I know. So you probably already understand what I'm talking about. But these are some key vocabulary. We have the net, where you make the net. Good, the net. That's where you have the goals, when you make a goal, score a goal. Okay. Then you have the goalkeeper. You just saw that, the goalkeeper is the only one that can touch the ball. It's the only one that can touch the ball. He has the ability to touch the ball. Then we have the other players, everybody else on a team. You have 11 players on a team. And you have the referee, that he is making the calls with the decisions. Like the umpire in cricket, you have the referee in football. Okay? Good. So now I want you to make some sentences using there is or there are. We are talking about football. Okay? So for example, I said, in football, there is one goalkeeper. There is one goalkeeper. I also said, in football, there are 11 players on a team. Okay? Those are two examples. So for ball, Isaac, please make a sentence. In football.
In football, there is one goalkeeper.
Okay. Yes, one goalkeeper. Now make the sentence with one ball. One ball. That one. One ball.
One ball. In football, there is one ball.
Very good. There is one ball that we kick on the field. Kick on the field. Good. Belzira, two nets. Please make a sentence.
There are two nets. Oh, in football, there are two nets.
Two nets. Very good. One ball, two nets.
Oh,
Isaac.
Teacher, what's the mean nets?
Nets. That is what we saw in the picture. The nets.
Okay.
The
I
nets.
understand.
So nets, that's plural.
Yes, two.
Two nets. Good. Right, Isaac, referee.
Em futebol, there is a referee.
Good. There is a referee. Say that with me.
Referee.
That's hard. A lot of r. That R sound in English is a bit difficult. Ref. Referee. Good. Belzita, can you say that as well?
Referee.
Perfect. Referee. Awesome. And Belzita, the last one for me, please. Two teams.
In football, there are two teams.
Perfect. So easy. You guys got this. This is easy. Okay. And of course, we always have the interrogative. We want to ask a question. And just like we saw before with the modals, you just have to switch. We're going to change the order. Okay. So is there? Are there? Okay. Same concept. Is there? One thing. Are there? Plural.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. So, Isaac, I want you to ask a question, okay? Using the words here. The response, the answer, Belzita, you can either say yes, there is, or no, there is not, or no, there are not.
Okay.
So, pay attention to singular or plural. Okay, so Isaac, can you ask the first question? Football team? We're talking about Brazil now. In Brazil.
In Brazil, is a football team?
Is there?
Is there a football team?
Yes, there is.
Of course there is. Of course there is. Right? Good. Belzita, now can you ask the second question? Men and women's cricket teams.
Isaac, in Brazil, men and women's. In Brazil, are there men and women's cricket teams?
Very good.
There are not.
There is or are. There.
Okay. No. There men and what is.
Take your time.
No. There.
How about this? Belzita, repeat the question, please. Repeat the question.
Okay. Isaac, in Brazil, are there men and women's cricket teams?
Are there?
Are there?
No. There not cricket teams.
All right. There are not.
Right.
You can say they're not men and women's cricket teams, but we saw earlier that there is. We do have the women's cricket team. So we have.
Yes.
You have, right.
Yeah,
so the answer would be.
Almost there are.
So the answer would be yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
They are men and women's cricket team in Brazil.
Was there something you wanted to say, Belzita? Is it only a women's team?
I separate the phrase. Isaac, in Brazil, are there men cricket teams?
Yes, in Brazil, there are men and women's cricket teams.
In Brazil, just women's cricket teams. Yes, no men.
Right.
Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. Good. Thank you, Belzita, for the clarification. That's awesome. Look at you using the grammar to explain. My work here is done. You don't I'm done. No, kidding. No worries. Okay, so yes, there is a women's team, but there are women's teams, but there aren't any men's cricket teams. Okay, last question. Who's answering? Isaac, ask the last question, please. Beaches, with beaches.
Vamos ver. Em Brazil, is there beach?
We have beaches with the ES.
Beaches.
That's plural. So we are going to use is or are.
Is are the beach?
Yeah, there we go. Are there?
Yes, there are in the João Pessoa, Recife,
Good.
Fortaleza,
Very
Rio
good.
de Janeiro.
Of course. Lovely. I can't wait to visit these beaches.
Yes,
that is the plan.
I love the beach.
Yes.
I love the beach.
I love the beach too. Oh, okay.
And
All
you,
right.
Isaac?
Yeah, Isaac, yeah?
Very much.
Very good. All right, so we've come to the end of our practice. As usual, conversation time to finish. I want you to tell us 2 or 3 facts or rules of the sports we learned about today. Okay? For example, there is one goalkeeper on a football team. You cannot touch the ball with your hands. You cannot touch the ball with your hands, okay? You can use words here or words that you know, okay? But these are just words to help you. But I want to try to use there is or there are, and use must or can, or must not, cannot, okay? Rosita, would you like to go first?
Can I repeat the example?
Sure. Look at you using can. Awesome. Can you repeat? Thank you. I will do that for you. So there is one goalkeeper on a football team. Okay. You cannot touch the ball with your hands.
Okay. There is one goalkeeper on a handball team.
Okay.
You cannot touch the ball with your legs.
Sure. Okay. You cannot touch the ball. Okay. You have to use your hands. You must use your hands. Very good. Okay. Isaac?
There is a goalkeeper on the football team. You cannot touch the ball with your hands.
That's my example. I want your example. I see you, Isaac. I see you.
Okay.
Are you very intelligent?
There is a goalkeeper football team.
You can talk about cricket. Cricket.
Okay. There is the best man, the team. You cannot.
Do you want to talk about the batsman? What can the batsman do? The batsman. Okay, so the batsman.
There is in cricket the batsman team. You cannot.
Take your time. So you said there is a batsman on the cricket team.
Cannot take the balls.
He cannot catch. He cannot catch the ball.
The ball, yeah.
Good, because he needs to hit the ball. He cannot
hit the ball. Hit the ball. Don't connect the ball.
Good, very good. He cannot catch the ball. He needs to hit the ball. Very good. Awesome. Thank you, both of you. Awesome job today. Great things. That's all I can say. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, Maya. Thank you, Maya.
That is perfect. Thank you so much, Maya. Thank you very, very, very much. All right, pessoal. Olha, que a gente pisca 2 vezes e já chegamos ao final, né? Bom, eu quero agradecer novamente a participação do Nicholas, também a participação do Isaac e da Belzira, e também a participação e energia de todos vocês que estão assistindo em casa, os comentários, ótimo, essa participação realmente que a gente adora. Bom, como sempre, a gente gosta de encerrar dizendo que nessa situação na qual nos encontramos, é sempre importante to wash our hands, usando a estrutura, né, de hoje. We must wash our hands. We must wear our masks. And we must maintain social distance. We must. Obligation. Porque at the end, it is my responsibility, it is our responsibility to stay safe. Ok? Bom, pessoal, se perderam alguma aula, sempre tem no canal do YouTube todas as aulas disponíveis. Vocês podem entrar a qualquer momento para ver de novo algum conceito, algum vídeo, alguma coisa, algum conceito sobre Barbados que para vocês era interessante. Sempre podem voltar para ver aquilo. Sempre estará disponível. Bom, thank you very, very much, everybody. Thank you, Maya. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you, Belzira.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maya. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, everybody.
Estamos muito gratos
I love
pela
the class.
We love the class too. We love the class too. Estamos muito gratos pela participação do Barbados Community College, especificamente do Barbados Language Center, que é um centro de idiomas localizado dentro do campus do Community College. E hoje o representante daquele centro de excelência, Nicholas Hoyt. Então, until next week, everybody, have
Next
a
week.
wonderful,
Next
wonderful
week.
weekend.
Bye. Next week.
Bye.
Have a nice weekend.
You too.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.